Alright guys, lesson 22. Lesson 22 of I Ready. Let's check out our table of contents. Here we go. So we're on adding and subtracting fractions. And today we're doing subtracting fractions, page 29. Alright, remember we need to use our problem solving strategies, and that is UPDC. So understand the problem, plan what to do the problem, and check your work. So number one, Sammy has 4/5 of his art project left to paint. He paints 2/5 of the project. What fraction of the project is left to paint? Alright, so we've read the problem, so let's go ahead and let's decontextualize. Let's pull out all our important information. So I know he has 4/5 of a painting left to paint. And then I know that he paints 2/5 of the project. So he paints 2/5 of the project. What fraction of the project is left? So left, 9 times out of 10, means to subtract. So this is what he started with, 4/5, and this is what he did. So what does he have left? So I'm going to put x for my variable, my unknown value. So we have set up our problem. We have our equation with our variable. Let's go ahead and find our variable. So x equals, remember your denominators stay the same, and 4 minus 2 will give me a difference of 2. He has 2/5 of a project left. So we've completed the U, we've completed the P, we've completed the D. Now let's go ahead and check our work. I'm going to go back and check it up by setting up an addition problem. 2/5 plus 2/5 equals, denominator stay the same, and numerator 2 plus 2 will give me 4, and 4/5 equals what we started with. So we are good to go. Alright guys, number 2. Marianne has 6/8 of a yard of green ribbon. She uses 3/8. So she starts with 6/8. She uses 3/8. How much green ribbon is left? 9 times out of 10, left means subtraction. Alright, denominators stay the same. 6 minus 3 will give me 3. So she has 3/8 left. Alright, let's check our work. 3/8, our answer, plus 3/8 should give me 6/8, and it does. So we know we have checked our work. We are good to go. Number 3. Una plans to run 1 mile. She has run 7/10 of a mile so far. What fraction of the mile does she have left to run? So she started at 1 mile, and we know that she has run 7/10 of a mile so far, and they want to know what does she have left to run. So left means subtraction. Now we have a whole number and we have a fraction. So we have to convert our whole number into a fraction. And now, whenever dealing with denominators of 10, you always want to keep your denominators the same. So I'm going to put a 10 for my denominator, and I know my numerator is going to be 10. And I know this because 10 over 10 is equal to 1 whole. And we want to match up our denominators here. That way, we're able to subtract our numerators. Alright, so we have our equation with our variable set up, and I know that my denominator stays the same, and my numerator will be 10 minus 7, which will give me 3. Alright, let's check our work. We have 3/10 plus 7/10, and denominator stay the same. Numerator is 10, which converts to 1 whole. So 10/10, which is 1 whole, is equal to 1 whole. We've checked our work. We're good to go. Alright guys, number 4. Alex and Brady are helping to pack books into a box. Together, they pack 7/12 of the books. Alex packs 4/10 of the books. What fraction of the books does Brady pack? All right, so let's pull out our important information. So we know we have Alex, and we know we have Brady. And Alex, together they pack 7/10. All right. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. So I know together they pack 7/12. I think I just said 7/10, but 7/12. All right. I know that Alex has packed 4/12, and this is Alex. And then the question is saying, what is Brady? How much did Brady pack? So I know Brady's going to be right here. So this is my variable. So I've set up a bar graph, or a bar model. So I need to find out my variable, which is x. So this is my whole, and this is a part, and this is my other part. So 7/12 minus 4/12 will give me x. X is equal to 3/12. All right, we're going to go ahead and check our work here. We have 3/12 plus 4/12. Denominator stayed the same. We have 7 for our numerator. And I know that's what we originally started with. They have both packed 7/12, so we are good to go. That's page number 2. Number 5. On Monday, Adam walks 3/10 of a mile to the store and then 4/10 of a mile to the park. How far does he walk in all? So in all is our operational word here. So we know we had he walks 3/10 of a mile, and then he walks 4/10 of a mile. I know it's going to be plus because it says in all. So we have our equation set up with our variable, our unknown value, which is x. Go ahead and keep your denominators the same, and 3 plus 4 will give me 7. 7/10 is how far he walked in all. Let's go ahead and check our work here. So we have 7/10 minus 4/10. Denominator stay the same. 7 minus 4 will give me 3. And I know these match up, so we are good to go. All right, number 6. Javier has 7/8 of a cup of flour. All right, so we have 7/8 of a cup of flour. He uses 3/8 of a cup in a recipe. How much flour does he have left? Operational word is how much does he have left? All right, so this is what he starts with, and this is how much he uses. I know it's a subtraction problem because it says how much does he have left. So we have our equation set up with our variable. Let's solve for x. X is equal to, our denominators stay the same. 7 minus 3 will give me 4. Let's go ahead and check our work here. You have 4/8 plus 3/8. Our denominators stay the same. 4 plus 3 will give me 7. 7/8 matches 7/8. We're good to go. Number 7. Shauna practices piano for 4/6 of an hour and takes a break. Shauna then practices for 2/6 of an hour more. So she is practicing more. So this is what she started with, and she practices more. It says, how long does Shauna practice in all? In all is our operational word, which means addition. Here's our unknown value, our variable. Let's solve for x. Denominator stay the same. 4 plus 2 will give me 6. So I know that anytime you have a numerator and denominator that are the same, that is equal to 1 whole. And it says, how long does Shauna practice in all? And I know they're talking about hours, so 1 total hour would be 60 minutes. So she practices piano for 60 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and check our work here. We have 6/6 minus 2/6. Denominators stay the same. 6 minus 2 will give me 4, and 4, 6 matches 4, 6. We are good to go. Number 8, last problem of the day. Kaylee finished, let me change my marker. Kaylee finished 4/10 of her math homework so far. What fraction of her math homework does she have left? Our operational word is left, but now we have a problem, guys. They've given us one fraction, so you have to think, what is the other fraction? So let's reread the question one more time. Kaylee finished 4/5 of her math homework so far. What fraction of her math homework does she have left to finish? So the total of all of her homework is going to be 1 whole, and this is what she has done so far. So we have 1 whole minus 4/5. But we cannot subtract a fraction from a whole number, so we are going to have to convert our whole number. And remember, denominators must always stay the same when subtracting. So 1 whole is equal to 5/5 minus 4/5 equals x. So we have our equation with our variable and 2 fractions. Denominators stay the same. 5 minus 4 will give me 1. So 1/5 is what she has left. Let's go ahead and check our work here. You have 1/5 is what she has left plus what she has already completed, and this should equal 5/5, which is equal to 1 whole. Alright guys, I appreciate everybody watching today. We have one more lesson left, and then we are finished with our iReady packet. So great job everyone. Let's keep up the good work, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Alright, take care.